Good afternoon everybody. Today we will discuss computer networks. Before starting this subject, as the name of your subject is computer networks, do you mean this? What is computer network? You all have must listen the word internet. Do you know the difference between internet and the networks? I will tell you what is actually computer network. A computer network is a system for communicating between two or more computers. Means whenever we connect two or more computers with each other, means we are communicating with these computers. We can access the data from one computer to another computer. This is computer network. Means whenever we attach more than one computer with each other for the way of communication, this is computer network. I repeat, a computer network is a system for communicating between two or more computers and associated devices. What does mean associated devices? Means instead of only computers, we can share printers, scanners and many other devices with the help of this network. Network means a network of computers with the resources and with the devices. It is an interconnection of computers for the purpose of sharing information and resources. Look at this diagram. Here are three computers that are attached with each other through cables, and one is a device that can be scanner that is shared by these three computers in a ring manner. This is the topology. This is ring manner. We have attached three computers. This forms a network. This is called network. Internet means whenever we connect more than one networks with each other. Network A, here can be a network B and network C, and they can be geographically distant with each other. That forms internet. Now this is clear. What is computer network? Means whenever we attach more than one computer with each other for the information sharing or for resource sharing, then it forms a computer network. Now computer networks. A network consists of two or more computers that are linked in order to share resources such as printers, exchange files or allow electronic communications. And next, the computers on a network may be linked through cables, telephone lines, radio waves, satellites or infrared light beams. Means the way by which we can attach one computer with another can be linked through cables, telephone lines, radio waves, satellites or infrared light beam. Now, a proper example of computer network is the internet. Now, this is the difference between computer network and internet. A set of computer networks forms an internet which allows millions of users to share information. Means many users sitting in any country, any city can share the information with each other by the way of computer internet and with computer networks. Now every network includes what? At least two computers that have something to share and a cable or wireless pathway by which we connect the two computers with each other. That is called transmission media. Now the word transmission media is what? The way by which we connect two computers with each other to share information for computers to signal each other. Now next is the rules, the protocols. That have you listened this word protocols? Protocols are the rules. Rules means that are means for connecting computers with each other. Rules are called the protocols so that computers can use the unified principle of data communication. Means the instructions, the rules that are followed to attach two computers with each other is called as protocols. Now next is the network interface card that is must required in every computer to form a computer network. Now this is what the actually network includes. How we can connect computers with each other? We need this two computers, the media by which we connect the computers and the rules and the protocols that we have to follow to connect the computers with each other. And next is a network interface card that is must to connect the computers with each other. Now what are the advantages to form a computer networks? Do you know this? Advantages, the very common is we can share the information. There is file sharing. We can share the files from one computer to remote computer, host computer to remote. Networks offer a quick and easy way to share files directly. And next is resource sharing. I have already told you we can connect computers with each other, or we can attach any device with each other to share the information and to share the resources. All computers in the network can share resources such as printers, fax machines, modems and scanners. Means a network can be a set of computers and any resource devices, that can be printer, fax machine, scanners or modems. Now, communication. The advantage of computer network, one is the communication. Those on the network can communicate with each other via email, instant messages, etc. You must have done chatting with any friend. Means this is a communication that you are doing. Instead of calling him, the friend, you are sitting in India and your friend is sitting in Australia. Can you communicate with him? Very easily. It's very easy method by internet or computer networks, by which you can communicate with your friend that is geographically distant from your side. Now, next is flexible access. Network allows the user to access files from computer throughout the network. Means you can access your data from anywhere in your database, from anywhere in the countries or Australia. If you have created your email IDs, then you can access your emails from anywhere remote computers. Now, next is the sharing of information. Computer networks enables us to share data and information with the computers that are located geographically large distance apart. These are the advantages of computer networks. One is the file sharing, second is the resource sharing. Resource sharing means we can reduce the expenditures of printers and fax machine. One printers can be shared by many computers, and the communication and the flexible access and the sharing of information. Now, the classification of networks. Network is divided into three parts. One is the LAN, second is MAN and third is WAN. LAN is what? That is local area network. MAN is what? Metropolitan area network. And WAN is what? That is wide area network. Local area network, metropolitan area network and wide area network. Now, what is local area network? As the name is applying, local means that is local to any lab, any schools, that is local area networks. A local area network is a computer network covering a small geographical area like a home, office or group of buildings. Now, you can see this diagram. There are 6 computers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and one printer is shared in this network. This is one network that may be in school, maybe in any lab of your computer lab or in your institute. This is local, that is said as local area network. That is locally 6 computers are joined with each other to share the information and to share the resource, that is printer. Is it clear what is LAN? LAN means maximum 100 computers can be attached in it, and means that is in a small area, that can be a school, that can be a lab, in which we can connect some computers with each other to share the information and to share the resource, that can be any device. Now, metropolitan area networks. Metropolitan area networks means that is larger than LAN, what? Less than WAN. A metropolitan area network is a network that interconnects users with computer resources in a geographic area or region larger than that covered by even a large local area network. Means that is larger than LAN but smaller than the area covered by a wide area network, that is WAN. The term is applied to the interconnection of networks in a city into a single larger network, which may then also offer efficient connection to a wide area network. MAN can be in any city or can be in any organization to share the information in between that organization only. This is metropolitan area network. This is a public city network, that is MAN, means in a city these computers are connected with each other by forming a metropolitan area network. This is public city network, that is common to all but only in the city. This is a hub, that is a interconnectivity device that is used to connect 4 computers by forming a topology that looks like a star. I will tell you later on. This is another topology. This is the 3 computers are attached in a serial manner. These are the 2 more computers. Means this is a metropolitan area network in which a city is connected with each other. This is larger than LAN and less than WAN. Now, WAN, wide area network, as the name is applied, wide area network. It is a computer network that covers the broad area. Any network, those communications links cross metropolitan, regional or national boundaries. Means whenever 2 countries, 2 cities are attached with each other, that is said as wide area network, or less formally a network that uses routers and public communication links. The largest and most well known example of WAN is what? That is Internet. WANs are used to connect LANs and other types of networks together. Means whenever we connect LANs with each other and many MANs with each other, that forms a WAN, so that users and computers in one location can communicate with users and computers in other location. For forming a WAN, we usually use satellite links to transfer the data from one location to another. Very obvious, we cannot connect in wide area networks by the form of cables. We cannot use cables to connect computers that is in Australia or in India. So we use satellite links to transfer the data from one country to another. For forming a wide area network, we use satellites. This is the combination of small networks that forms a WAN. The example of WAN is what? That is Internet. Now, wide area network, look at this diagram. This is a satellite link that is used to transfer the data from one country to another. These are the different countries that are connected with each other through this satellite links. The satellite links transfer the data by receiving it from one location and transfer it to the destination site. Now, intranet. Have you listened this term intranet? An intranet is a private network. It is a private owned network that is used in any organization. Any organization can own its own intranet connection by which it can share information among the employees of the company or among the users of the same organization. An intranet is a private network that is contained within an enterprise. It may consist of many interlinked local area networks and also use lease lines in the wide area networks. Typically, an internet includes connection through one or more gateway computers to the outside internet. Now, what is gateway? I'll tell you later on. This is also connectivity device. The main purpose of an internet is to share company information and computing resources among employees. Gateway is a way in which you have to pass the some values in it to transfer the data from one computer to another. An internet can also be used to facilitate working in groups and for teleconferences. An internet use TCP/IP and HTTP. I tell you, intranet is a private owned internet, private owned by an enterprise that use TCP/IP and HTTP protocols to transfer the data among the employees. It is only built in any specific organization to share the information among the employees of the same organization. This is intranet. These are, you can see this diagram here, two buildings are there that are sharing data from one computer to another. This forms an intranet. Now, internet. The internet is a global system of interconnected computer networks that use a standard TCP/IP to serve billions of users worldwide. Means whenever we use TCP/IP protocols, mean the set of rules that are used to transfer the data among the computers among the billions of users, that forms an internet. It is a network of networks. Note down this concept. What is it? It is a network of networks. Whenever you listen the internet words, you must come, the word that comes should come into your mind, that is network of networks. An internet is a network of networks that consists of millions of private, public, academic, business and government networks of local to global scope that are linked by a broad array of electronic, wireless and optical network technologies. The internet carries a vast range of information resources and services. Now, you look at this diagram. Here is network A, network B and the network C. This network A can be in any country, network B can be in any country and the network C can be in any country or city that are connected with each other through the satellite link that forms a internet. Now, you have studied computer networks, internet, I have told you LAN, MAN, WAN. Now, can you connect two pieces with each other? Do you know this? How can I connect two pieces with each other? You have studied computer net, what is it, how we can communicate with one computer, we can share the resources also, we can transfer the data by using satellite links from one location to another. Now, can you connect two pieces with each other? There are two CPUs. How can these two CPUs can be connected with each other? What is required here? I'll tell you. For the first one, to form an internet connection, you need a modem device first. That is, modem is an acronym for modulation and demodulation, that cannot send digital signal directly to telephone lines. Means a telephone line is there that from where we receive the signal to the modem, and it converts that signal into the analog signal, sending and modulate to the computer digital signal into analog signal and transmits it into the location. Now look at this diagram. Here is modem. It receives the data in digital form and transmits it into analog form, and this analog form data is transferred to another location, and here again modem retranslate it into from analog to digital. So this digital data is entered into this computer. Is it clear what the modem does? It is an acronym for modulation and demodulation. When we want to form internet connection, modem is required. What it does? It receives the data into digital form and converts into analog, and the source and the destination end, it receives the data in analog form and transmits into the digital form to the destination computer. This is modulation and demodulation. Now, how can you connect two pieces with each other? There are different ways why we can attach many computers with each other. That ways are said as topologies. A topology is a way of laying out the network, means how you can form a network. The topologies can be either physical or logical. Physical topologies describe how the cables are run, and the logical topology describe how the network messages passes. Means physical means how can you locate your computers, how can you design your computer network, can be in a serial line, can be in a ring. This is called as topology. Now there are various topologies that we follow. One is the bus topology. Bus topology, as the name is applying, it looks like a bus, means you attach many computers with each other in a bus manner, in a linear manner. You can look at this diagram. Many computers are attached through a cable here, and this forms a bus, that is serially connected computers are there. Now what are the advantages and you can take these computers and attach in a serial manner by taking a single cable with that computers. Now what are the advantages and disadvantages? What actually it is? A bus is the simplest physical topology. It is the simplest topology, means it is very simple to design. You can look at this diagram. It is very easy, the way it is very easy by which you can connect many computers with each other. Now it consists of a single cable that runs to every workstation. This topology uses the least amount of cabling but also covers the shortest amount of distance, means you cannot follow this topology in a large area. Each computer shares the same data and address path with the logical bus topology. Messages pass through the trunk, and each workstation checks to see if the message is addressed to itself. If the address of the message matches the workstation address, the network adapter copies the message to the cards on board memory. What does this mean? It means suppose this computer sends a message to this computer. Now every computer will receive the message, and it will check if the message is for it. If no, then it will travel to the bus. Again, this computer will check the message. If the message is for this computer, then no, it will not receive the message. Again, this computer will do the same thing, and if the destination address matches, then it will copy the message on the motherboard or on the hard disk. The message travels from this computer to this computer by using the bus topology. Now, what are the advantages of this bus topology? It is very cheap and easy to handle and implement. Requires less cable. It is best suited for small networks. It is not best suited for large network. It is only for small networks. Disadvantages of bus topology. Obviously, every topology having its own advantages and disadvantages. It depends upon the user that who uses the different topologies. Disadvantages of the bus topology is the cable length is limited. This limits the number of stations that can be connected. Very obviously, if the cable length is many more, then it is very difficult to send the message from one computer to the last. It will take a long time to travel the message. This network topology can perform well only for a limited number of nodes. Obviously, if limited number of nodes are there, then it will travel fastly from one computer to another. Now, second is the ring topology. Ring topology is what, as you see, is these computers are attached with each other by forming a ring. One computer, second, then third, then so on. Now this is very looking very beautiful, but there are many advantages and disadvantages again of this topology. Now in a ring network, every device has exactly two neighbors for communication purposes. You can see this. Every device is having two neighbors that are attached with it. All messages travel through a ring in same direction. A failure in any cable or device breaks the loop. Note down this concept. A failure in any cable or device breaks the loop and can take down the entire network. if this cable breaks or this system breaks down, then the network breaks. Nobody can transfer the data from this network. Means this is a main drawback of ring topology. If one cable breaks or any system breaks down, the network breaks down. To implement a ring network, we use a token ring technology. We will study this token ring later on. A token or small data packet is continuously passed around the network when a device needs to transmit. It reserves the token for next trip around, then attaches its data packet to it. Means the computer which is having token with itself can transfer the data. Other computer cannot transmit the data on the network until or unless it is not having any token with it. This token is required to transmit the data to any computer from one computer to another. Now, the advantages of ring topology: very orderly network where every device has access to token and opportunity to transmit. Means every device can access a token, every device can receive the token and can transmit the data. Easier to manage than a bus network. Good communication over long distances, handles high volume of traffic. But the disadvantage is what I have already told you. The failure of a single node of the network can cause the entire network to fail. The movement or change made the network nodes affects the performance of the entire network. Means very difficult to change, and if one computer or cable breaks down, then the network has failed. This is the main drawback of ring topology. Now, the star topology. This is look like a star. Here a centralized device is required that is used to attach many computers with each other. Now, this centralized device is having many ports in it. In that ports we can attach the cables. One computer is entered into this hub. This is a hub, or this can be a switch in which we by which we attach the computers. This is the way this looks like a star. So, this is called as a star topology, in which a switch centralized device is required by which these computers are attached with each other. In a star network, each node, file server, workstation and peripherals is connected to a central device called a hub. The hub takes a signal that comes from any node and passes it along to all the other nodes in the network. Data on a star network passes through the hub, switch or centrator before continuing to its destination. The hub or switch or concentrator messages and controls all functions of the network. The star topology reduces the chance of network failure by connecting all the system to a central node. Means if this system fails or this cable break down, it will not break down the whole network. This switch or hub can transmit the data to this computer, this or this or this. If it fails, means one computer failure cannot affect the whole network. Now, advantages of the star topology: it is very easy to manage, easy to locate the problems and cable workstations, easier to expand than a bus or ring. Obviously very easy to expand. You can take one cable and one computer and you can attach one computer here with the help of a one cable only. Now, easy to install and wire, easy to detect faults and to remove parts. Now, the disadvantage of star topology is what? It can be what? What will happen if the hub or switch fails? Means the network will break down. It requires more cable length than a linear topology. If the hub or concentrator fails, nodes attached are disabled. More expensive because of the cost of the centralized hub or the switch. These are the main disadvantages of star topology. Now, next is a tree topology. Tree means whenever we combine many stars with each other in a hierarchical manner. Look at this diagram. This is also a tree and this is again also a tree, in which computers are attached with by following star topology and by following tree topology. Now, a tree topology, hierarchical topology, can be viewed as a collection of star networks arranged in a hierarchy. This tree has individual peripheral nodes which are required to transmit to and receive from one another only, and are not required to act as repeaters or generators. The tree topology arranges links and nodes into distinct hierarchies in order to allow greater control and easier troubleshooting. This is particularly helpful for colleges, universities and the schools, so that each of the connect to the big network in some way. Is it clear? Whenever we connect many star topologies, many starred computers with each other by forming in a hierarchical manner, this forms a tree topology. Now the mesh topology. What is mesh topology? In this topology, each node is connected to every other node in the network. Look at this diagram. Here every computer is attached with the computer that forms the network. You can see this computer is attached with this, again this computer and again this computer. Means in this topology each node is connected to every other node in the network. Implementing the mesh topology is expensive and very difficult. In this type of network, each node may send to destination through multiple paths. While the data is traveling on the meshed network, it is automatically configured to reach the destination by taking the shortest route, which means the least number of hops. Means in mesh topology, we have to send the message from one computer to another. It can travel, it can use any path among the network, and every computer is attached with the another computer that forms a network. Now, mesh topology advantages. No traffic problem as there are dedicated links. It has multiple links, so if one route is blocked, then other routes can be used for data communication. Points to point link make fault identification very easy. Disadvantages of mesh topologies are what? There is mesh of wiring, means a set of wiring is there which can be difficult to manage. Installation is very complex as each node is connected to every node. Cabling cost is high because many more cables are required to form this mesh topology. Now again hybrid topology that forms many topologies in a single topology. You can see this is following star topology, this is ring and again star and the bus. When we join these all networks with each other, then it forms a hybrid topology. Now hybrid topology advantages are it is extremely flexible, it is very reliable and is very expensive because it includes all the topologies in it. It is having all the drawbacks and advantages of every topology that you are forming in your hybrid topology. Is it clear? What are the topologies? Means these are the ways, the rules that you follow to attach many computers with each other. Now the transmission media. Now we are doing only that we have to connect two pieces with each other or many more. Now we have studied the topologies by which we can connect many computers with each other by forming any bus topology, ring topology, star topology, tree or mesh. Now you have to decide which media you have to use to connect one or more pieces with each other. The two main categories are guided and the unguided. Guided means you use the wires and cables to connect pieces with each other, and the unguided is what? That is the wireless transmission. For example, radio, microwaves and infrared is there. We will concentrate on guided media here. Twisted pair cables that used unshielded twisted pair cable and shielded twisted pair cable. Note down this, which cables can be used for forming a network or to attach one computer with another computer. One is unshielded twisted pair cable and second is shielded twisted pair cable. Next is coaxial cable and next is fiber optic cables. These cables can be used to connect more than one computers with each other to form a network. Now what is twisted pair cable? Twisted, as the name is applying, whenever two cables are twisted with each other. Draw this diagram on your notebooks. This is twisting of networks, twisting of cables with each other. Why this twisting is required? To reduce the noise. If the pair of wires are not twisted, if the pairs of wires are not twisted, electromagnetic noises from, for example, motors will affect the closer wire more than the further one, thereby causing errors. Means if these cables are not twisted with each other, they can generate a noise and noise interference can be there to transmit the signal. So twisted pair cables can be preferred to form a network. Now next is the unshielded twisted pair cable, typically wrapped inside a plastic cover. This is the main cable that we usually prefer to form a network. This cable is usually used for the networks. This is unshielded twisted pair, means typically wrapped inside a plastic cover for mechanical protection. A sample UTP cable with 5 unshielded twisted pair cable of wires, means this is a cable that is having a shield over there. This is a plastic cover in which 5 cables are there. There are different colored cables are there that are twisted on each other. This is a set of 5 sets are there of 2 cables that are of different colors. This is the main cable that we use for to form a network. This is called as unshielded twisted pair cable. Is it clear? In this cable it is having metal, then the insulator, then these cables are twisted with each other, and there is a plastic cover. Now again, shielded twisted pair cable. In this